through, and I don't have the time to lay it all in front of you. And you think that you wanna save me. You don't know it, baby, why you do this? I got this under control. You think you do, but you really don't know that I don't need a savior. You can't be my savior. I'll save myself. I'll save myself. No, I don't need a savior. You can't be my savior. I'll save myself. I'll save myself. Baby, I just wanna be alone. I don't need your company, stop blowing up my phone. You don't get the things that I've been through, and I don't have the time to lay it all in front of you. And you think that you wanna save me. You don't know it, baby, why you do this? I got this under control. You think you do, but you really don't know that I don't need a savior. You can't be my savior. I'll save myself. I'll save myself. No, I don't need a savior. You can't be my savior. I'll save myself. I'll save myself.
What's up, everybody? Brambo here with another night of Stryker Rocket League. This time, we're featuring Stryker Randoms Red as they take on Team Sin Esports in their week 1 of the Royalty Series. Laura, what's going on? Sinner, Tay-Tay, and Quispy Dad, welcome. Love to see everybody in the chat. And good luck to you, Sinner, in your match tonight. You know, your boys, unfortunately, did not succeed yesterday against their brethren, AARP. But hoping for at least one victory this weekend for Stryker Randoms. And, you know, maybe the chances are increased now that it's not a non-Stryker team. But we will find out shortly. We are just waiting. Actually, we are just waiting for Team Sin to enter the lobby. But if you haven't put any point at Brandbucks down yet, the prediction is up for another 3.5 minutes. So go ahead and put your points in. We all know so far, based on who's in this chat, who everybody's voting for. But it's always nice to get a little extra Brandbuck in your pocket, you know, for whatever other items I have in there later. I plan on adding more reward things later. I have a lot of plans, honestly. I just have not had a lot of time to really implement them. You know how that is. We missed you yesterday, Laura. Not that Sinner's great company. Sinner's great company, but, you know, it's not the same when Laura doesn't show up for a stream. Nice support by Tay-Tay. Oh, no. no. I hope they gave you some good pain meds for that. Oh, yeah. No? You're just doing it raw? Oh. Oh, no. Okay. Yeah, that's no fun. Oh. Yeah. That's no fun. IBUs are not going to do it. IBUs are not going to do anything. Maybe a little bit. Who knows? Takes the edge off. I guess. Yeah, I was going to say maybe some whiskey. You know, like going back to, when you were a kid, they'd put a little thimble or whiskey on you to get you to stop crying. Rum. There you go. It also worked as a disinfectant, too. I'm no scientist, but, you never know. I'm sorry, Sinner. I love you and all, but, like, I don't know. I wouldn't trust anybody I barely trust dentists to go on my mouth, let alone, like, just anybody not professionally trained. I bet. Yeah, I'm sure you would do anything at this point to get rid of the pain. Oh. Well, hopefully you can get somebody in tomorrow. They won't go do an emergency visit for you? I mean, that seems like, seems valid enough for like hey, we'll get you in quick. Unless it started this weekend, which, usually showing up like an hour before at the door. We'll see Laura with the camping tent and everything, kind of like you're waiting in line for tickets. No, dentist. All the dentists are out. Like, what is it? A dentist retreat? Exactly. Yeah, yeah, like a rock concert, just showing up. I don't want an appointment. I just want you to fix this. I don't care. Yeah. Yeah, I don't blame you. I would do anything to get rid of tooth pain like that. Well, I hope. They're all out of. What is this? The dentist con? I didn't realize the dent con is this weekend. I would have joined. I would have gone. I love hearing about all the latest in dentistry. Now that is some dedication. Let's give some props to Laura in the chat. Let's give some applause. I mean, well done. That's support right there. That's some support right there. But speaking of support, both teams are in the lobby, ready to get this best of 5 started. Hoping to maybe give Laura's support some, make it worthwhile. A Stryker randoms victory as we load up. The teams are given the go-ahead. All right, now they're starting to join in. Okay, let's take it to the pitch. And we will start game 1 of this best of 5. Let's get it on. And let's introduce our teams. On the blue side, representing Team Sin Esports, it's Linguina and Luigina VA. And Surge 3B with the goal in the first 20 seconds. Good start for Team Sin. Not so much for our next team we're going to introduce if we get an opportunity. What an introduction, Surge. And while this kickoff's starting, let's introduce our orange team representing Stryker Randoms Red. It's Sinner Reborn and Wild One. And Stryker Randoms, not the start they wanted, but it's the one they have. I'm looking to have to start from behind. Game ones are always warm-ups. Getting the bearings going, getting used to things. And now I have another open net, and Surge gets another one. A quick 2-0 start in the first minute of game number 1. And not the start randoms we're looking for. Possibly just not ready for the twos matchup. We all know that randoms has a threes team, so maybe you've been practicing a little bit of threes right before this, and just forgetting that they have that don't have that third man to back them up. As it waterfalls down, lets it bounce. It's open, a little high. Follow up by Wild One, gets the 50, and Stryker randoms get on the board, cutting the lead in half. I gotta say, I was a little surprised Team Sin just kind of waited for that to waterfall down. But good news for Stryker randoms, able to capitalize it and get themselves on the board, but they are still down by 1. Looking to settle this down, maybe get it back to evens pretty quickly, not give Team Sin too much of a lead for too long. But Center and Wild One bunching up, a little double commit, and you can't do that in twos because that's what happens. And Team Sin get their 2-goal lead back after a questionable double commit on the side of Stryker randoms red. And now back to the drawing board for Stryker randoms, having to find an answer. Yet again, Wild One gets the boost taken. No boost of his own to do anything with, but able to stand in front of it. And Center Reborn will take it to the net. Gets Demo's Luigi. It's Luigi Nava. I'm going to say it's Luigi Nava. That's what we're going to call it. We'll see if I'm right. If I pronounce it bad enough, they'll correct me. But a great setup from Surge back to Luigi. And a quick 4-1 start for Team Sin. Not even 2 minutes expired in this game number 1. A strong start on the side of Team Sin. Stryker randoms just finding themselves playing a little too aggressive. They're overcommitting a bit as we have a miss input on the side of Wild One. Can't go further. And now Team Sin back at it again. Wild One can't get up to make the stop, and Surge will get the hat trick in the first 2 minutes and 4 seconds of game number 1. Great flick. Give themselves a 4-goal lead over Stryker randoms red. But as we always say in these game ones, it's a warm-up one, so every team is given a little bit of slack, getting kind of their bearings together in this game number 1. But if you're Stryker randoms red, you got to find some way to get some momentum. They cannot let this continue. Could spell disaster for Stryker randoms. Could be a winless night for the entire Stryker randoms 2s teams. But I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. And Luigi going for that demo, gets it on Center, follow up by Surge, and lead extended to 5 as they get 6-1. Center, the ever innocent man, not expecting violence, gets a fistful of Luigi, a faceful I should say, and a wide open net ensues. I have no words for that one. An uncharacteristic play. Maybe it's some type of kickoff play gone awry, but oh my goodness, we are just past halftime. Laura's taking credit, responsibility for that kickoff goal. She went in there to give him a kiss. I mean, what excuse? I mean, it worked because Wild One got effect for it. A little boost on the side, clears it, gets his own pass, and puts a great shot to the top corner, and gets another goal for Stryker randoms red. but they've got 5 more to catch up in this game. Is it impossible? No. Unlikely? Maybe. Especially after that one by Surge, looking for a double Hattie in this game number 1, 8-2. Did I miss the Brazil? I missed the Brazil. Oh my goodness, I wasn't even paying attention. We had a Brazil, and I didn't, oh my goodness, I was so distracted. But Sinner and company gotta find a way to regain. Definitely getting all of the rust out of this game. They're just letting everything go wrong as Surge gets a double Hattie in this game 1, 9-2 with 1:46 to go. I'm gonna have a bold prediction here and say I think game 1 is definitely in Team Sin's in the bag for Team Sin, but we're going to look for, on the side of Stryker Randoms, we're going to look for a side of momentum, something to stop the bleeding. My oh my, he's already dead. You don't need to add insult to injury. My goodness, 10-2, 1:31. Yeah, the randoms definitely just playing loose on this one. They're just letting the chips fall as they may and just looking for any sign of momentum. And it's a good opportunity to just experiment and see what's working for them, because right now the strategy that they came in with, at least for game 1, is not executing well. On a shot, hits off the crossbar and out. The first miss on the side of Team Sin Esports, but could be the break that Stryker Randoms need as Surge gets one tap. Though Sinner gets a follow-up. Surge able to recover and make the clear. Wild One gets in front of it, stalls for time. Sinner gets there first and off to the sidewall, but not able to get the clear. Luigi able to recover. Wild One not ready for it. And an 11-2 lead in the final 40 seconds of this game number 1. Luigi also a double Hattie for their squad. Nope, I'm sorry. Nope, just one hat trick. I'm looking at the shots. I was like, that's not possible. That math ain't nothing. 4 goals for Luigi, 7 for Surge, and 1 for Sinner. Great play. Just a little tactical whiff on all teams. Definitely winnable, Outlaw. Definitely winnable. 32 seconds. 8 goals. It's totally possible. As Wild One gets the demo, has an open net. Can he bury it? Yes, he does. And shrinks the lead by margins. Now within 7. The comeback is beginning. They need like an average of 1.23 goals per second to catch up. And Team Sin lightening up a little bit, or is Stryker Random starting to get their mojo to go? Good up by Sinner, but stopped by the defense, and it's off to the races. Sinner coming in, makes the stop. This is the kind of ending you need after a game like this for Stryker Randoms, and Team Sin narrowly wins game number 1. Team Sin barely holding off the comeback on the side of Stryker Randoms. They were really, you could feel the energy. You could feel them starting to build the momentum. And Team Sin barely holding on to that game. And we will see if Stryker Randoms can keep that momentum going into game number 2. Yeah, definitely a warm-up game for Stryker Randoms, but if you're on the side of Team Sin, you got to be feeling good after that victory. But if I was Team Sin, I definitely would not be resting on my laurels. We've seen this time and time again. A team will have an amazing lead like this, and then in the next game turn around and lose just as badly. So if you're Stryker randoms, you keep that momentum, you get that save, you build off that save in the last few goals. But if you are Team Sin, you just reset and you don't even consider the fact that you just won 11-4. You treat it like game number 1. And seems like Team Sin is starting that way. A midfield shot on the side of Surge, courtesy of a just narrowly touched Wild One pass. And Team Sin start game number 2 off in the first 12 seconds, ahead by 1. But Stryker randoms, lots of games left, looking for a double, and Surge back at it. 6 more seconds, another goal, and Surge is coming with a vengeance. My goodness, trying to put a statement on this series and for the rest of the NA All-Star group. Center reboard, passing over to Wild One, trying to get some interference. Cannot get the touch on the defense, and Wild One will be credited with a shot. No save credit, though, on the side of Sin. A good stop on the side of Stryker randoms. Able to get the clear, and Luigi misses the first try, gets around the second, pressured by Sinner. Bouncing towards the goal, Surge will take it. Tries to get the second tap just out of reach, followed up by Luigi. Pressured, though, by Wild One. It sits in the midfield line. Sinner with the shot, goes wide, and Surge will take it to the far wall. Luigi goes up for it. A little pre-jump just under it. Surge trying to get a tap. The pitch is loosening up a little bit. Luigi keeps it in the orange zone for now. Hands it off to Surge. Puts it on target. Wild One makes the stop. Luigi back in play. A 2-goal lead for Team Sin is a good, strong start. Might be a third, but good stop by Wild One. Follow up by Surge. And another hat trick for Surge. Looked like the goal scoring was going to settle down a bit, but no. Team Sin keeping the goal momentum alive for their offense. And right now, Stryker randoms have to find a way to stop the bleeding. They had some good exchanges, and Wild One kind of stuck, a little frozen, and Luigi puts it far side behind the defender. I mean, if you're Wild One, you kind of know Luigi's got you beat, but unfortunately, you're on the closer side of the post, and you're really limited for options. And that gave Luigi all the space to get the backside of the net. As Sinner goes up, tries to get the 50, can't do it. Kept further in play by Wild One. Good touch, left for Sinner, cleared by Luigi. Now clearing it out. Little boost for Luigi. Surge will take it from here. It's on target. Wild One with a save. Over into the corner. Wild One with some time on his roof, trying to flick it. Bullies Surge out of the way, and Luigi will recover and take it. Sinner just waiting for a follow-up. Tries to dodge the bump at the same time, but he can't do it, and Surge will get their 4th of the game. I mean, good idea by Sinner, but just a little too late to the jump. He was in an awkward position and find themselves down 5-0. Maybe 5-1, but the shot rolls wide as Luigi tries to take it out of his zone, gets the ground pinch. Sinner with one touch, but not a second. Wild One can't handle it, and a 6-0 lead continues. 6 unanswered goals for Team Sin. And Stryker randoms having a tough time finding their offensive mojo. Looking to find some way to regain as Wild One gets the bump. Center, plenty of time, clears it to the corner, but no further. Assisted out by Wild One. Surge cannot keep it in play and will have to pinch it to the corner. Now able to carry it out, passing it down to Luigi. Luigi with a laser, too much for a Wild One to handle. And the lead extends to 7. I mean, 63 miles per hour. That's a tough shot to stop. And right now, Stryker Random's just looking to get on the board and not get shot out. Shot on target. It's a slow bouncer. Easy save for Luigi. And kicked up on the side. Now 7-0. Possibly 8. There it is. Luigi. I forgot to mention Luigi got a hat trick off that last goal. Surge now with 5. Oh my goodness. I'm not sure what Stryker Randoms can do at this point. They're having a tough go of it. Everything they're trying is not working right now in their favor. Looking to, make it. They're trying to make a little more dramatics. They're really wearing their opponent down. Like a boxer, just taking all the punches, and then at the last possible second, they start releasing a flurry and just taking it to the 12th round and winning it by just pure will. At least that's what we hope that Stryker Random's plan is. Right now, it seems it's a long road ahead for Stryker Randoms at this point. With 51 seconds to go, just looking to get one goal. Has a little bit of a momentum going into the next game. Team Sin looking to find themselves on series point early in this best of 5. With the corner taken by Surge, pressure by Sin just out of reach. An open net for Surge and a double hat trick for the road. 25 seconds to go. And now with 20 seconds to go, we will see if Stryker Randoms can get some type of offense going. Gets it behind the defense, but it is off target, and Surge will take it from here from the rooftops. Followed up by Luigi, saved by Center. And that might be all they get to hang their hats on in this game number 2. As the clock hits 0, it just has to hit the ground, and Team Sin will shut out Stryker Randoms in game number 2. Stryker Randoms definitely needing a second game to shake off that rust. And hopefully now are warmed up and ready to go and make this a reverse sweep. But we will see Team Sin just on a rampage offensively. Everything's going their way. Stryker Randoms hopefully has some good coaching corners, giving them some good strategic advice. It's much easier to coach 3s than it is 2s, I feel like, because there's just so much space. There's so much space in a 2s match where if you miss just one touch, it's an open net for the other team. And I feel like, Stryker Random's playing very aggressive and not, I mean, it's the Stryker way to play aggressive and not really think too much about defense. But in a twos match, it definitely is not working in their favor. You got to be a little more composed. You got to pace yourself a bit. You got to work on your rotations too, as Wild One almost gets one on net, but just a little wide. Center trying to keep the pressure up. Again, Stryker Randoms continuing the game plan of playing aggressive, playing up, and not really trying to just breathe down the necks of Team Sin. So far, it's actually working a little better in this game number 3. Able to keep a little bit of possession and keep it in the blue zone for a bit as they now have to back pass. Wild One trying to go up for it. Stolen though by Luigi. And into the corner it goes. Sinner gets it past Surge, but not before Luigi follows up and takes it. Surge just out of reach, and a booming shot gets it past the defense, and Stryker Randoms get first strike. That's the Stryker you need to see, and for the first time in this series, they have the lead, and it seems like whatever happened in between game 2 and 3 has worked, and their strategy is now finally starting to pay off. And we'll see if they can keep this going. As Surge lays it down for Luigi, settled down, but Sinner in an awkward position, and Team Sin answers right back. Great position. Sinner just in an awkward spot, has to try and handle it backwards, and it just goes right in. And we are tied. I feel like if Stryker Randoms are going to win, it's going to be in the way of a shootout. It's going to be a high-scoring game as Sinner tries to touch it. Can't handle the second touch, and Luigi gives Team Sin the lead. And an awkward touch for Sinner leaves a golden opportunity for Luigi. And 2 quick strikes on Team Sin. Stryker has to find a way yet again to stop this momentum of Team Sin. It seems like once Team Sin gets going, it's hard to stop them. But Sinner and Wild One looking to get something, a good bump on Luigi, puts it backwards, gives Sinner a net opportunity, but it goes high. Luigi makes the stop. Good soft touch on the side of Sinner, but Surge will take it. Pressured by Wild One, but Surge gets the better end of it. Now has the boost, has the 50, followed by Luigi, and 3 unanswered goals for Team Sin. And a hat trick for Luigi over, it's Seg. What's his name? Now I gotta look. Segreb. I'm calling him Surge. It's Segreb. Maybe. I don't know how else I pronounce that. Anyway, Stryker Randoms looking to cut this lead in half with a good shot by Sinner. Now Segreb into the corner. Trying to get the second touch for himself. Wild One just lets it sail past the goal now. And Surge with possession. Trying to get another chance at it. Wild One takes Segreb out of the game. And Luigi will have to follow up. Trying to get a second touch. Denied by Wild One. On target, Segreb with possession. Flicks it over both defenders. Is it on target? It is! 4 unanswered goals for Team Sin. At the 2-minute mark. A slow start for Team Sin, but like I said, once they get going, it is hard to stop them apparently. But plenty of time left for Stryker Randoms to make this a closer match. Wild One with a chance, up high, follow up by Sinner, denied by Segreb. Their best chance of the game denied by a stingy defense. And Wild One looking for a second attempt. Sends it further into the blue zone. boost stolen by Zagreb. Zagreb clears it. Sinner trying to handle it, but Zagreb gets the 50. It's on target, but actually I take it back. It sails a little bit wide. Followed up by Sinner, cleared to the corner. Zagreb trying to keep it out of Stryker Random's possession. Cleared to the midfield. Zagreb with possession. Has an open net. Can Sinner get back? He cannot. And the goal lead, it continues for Team Sin. A minute 29. Chances of a comeback for Stryker Randoms is fading fast as each second passes by. But it's still not impossible. But they've got to get a goal right now if they want a chance at coming back into this game, possibly tying it. That's what you need. Is it on target? No, just a little wide. And Zagreb will make the clear. Wild One trying to keep it in play, but now it's Sinner trying to do some shadow defense, trying to panic. Zagreb puts it in the top corner, gets a hat trick, and extends the lead by 5. Panic induced on the side of Stryker Randoms, trying to every way they can to stop it. But no dice. Zagreb will not be denied. And another one for good measure. We've got a Brazil, ladies and gentlemen. I will not miss it this time. Another Brazil for Team Sin. A minute to go. A mountain to climb. Can Stryker Randoms make this close? Looking for another touch. Goes under Luigi. Wild One trying to put some interference. Sinner, not much he could do. Bounces it off the wall. Gives a right opportunity for Zagreb. Soft touch by Luigi. Goes to Zagreb, but they can't put a shot on net. Into the corner it goes. Cleared out by Wild One. Luigi, though, reads it beautifully. Takes possession at the midfield line. Looking for one more to go. Denied by Sinner as the final 30 seconds have started. It seems like that's going to be all she wrote for this game. A 3-0 sweep on the side of Team Sin. And Stryker Randoms just could not find their mojo in time. As we get into the final seconds. One for the road. No. It's still up in the air. The clock hits 0. It just has to hit the ground. Keeping the play alive. And it finally hits the ground. Team Sin will take it in a 3-0 sweep. GG's to both teams for putting up a great match, but congratulations to Team Sin Esports for a dominating performance. And it's definitely a statement match for the squad. Definitely a team to look out for going forward. And we'll see if they want to do an interview or not. Tough break. Randoms. That's a tough one. But shake it off. It's only one game. First game of the season. Can't get any worse. All right, looks like we will have an interview. And with me is Luigi Nava. First off, congratulations. How you feeling?
Well, I'm feeling great. I think that was a great start of the season. I was wondering if Zagreb can join to the call.
Absolutely.
Okay, so
Yeah, just have
thank
him
you.
click that link as well, and he can join
Yeah,
in as
sure.
well.
Yeah, I feel great. I think that is a great start for us. And first of all, I want to apologize if my English level is not perfect. We are not. We are from Mexico, so our main language is Spanish.
Apologies. I don't know. My English, your English is a lot better than my Spanish. So whatever proclivities you're worried about, don't worry because I can't even speak proper Spanish. So your English is
Uh, but,
very
but
good.
but we can understand you well, so no
Awesome.
problem.
Now, so let's get this out of the way. Your name is pronounced Luigi Nava, correct?
Luigi now, exactly. Yeah,
All right. And then his other name is Segreb.
Zagreb. Yeah.
All right, I did get it eventually. So for most of the game, I was pronouncing it Surge, but
And it's a funny story that every caster had troubles pronouncing Zagreb's name, and last Zagreb's name that was Tecate Lozano.
that's actually a little better. I think it's because I don't know when you get letters for numbers,
Uh,
it tends to get confusing. So, but anyway, uh, I'll keep an eye for Segreb. If he joins, I'll bring him in. But
yeah.
yeah. So let's talk about the game for a second. I mean, you can't really ask for a much better start to the season. You know, 11-2, multi-goal victories. Obviously wasn't the plan going in, but like once you got that game won, did you feel like you guys had all the pieces together to win this series?
I think that it just comes from the preparation of all the season because Zagreb and me always play if like we're going to play against tough teams, against very good teams. So we just get into a match and say we're going to play as much as strike as we can. So that's like the main idea before the match, and then it all come easy. So we're very happy for it.
Okay, well, not much else you could really say about that game, but let's go into your team. How long have you guys been playing together?
A lot, a lot. We've been playing for more like I think 2 years.
2 years.
We were before Team Sim. We were Anticlanes MX. I'm not sure if you casted matches of Anticlanes, but yeah, we've been doing this. We've been competing in this type of leagues a long, long time.
Okay, so well, is it in what's were you in Skyward Series before or AGL or both?
Skyward Series, the last 2 seasons, and Los Champs, and before that, the Premier Championship Series was our first tournament that we joined.
Awesome. So, coming into this season, like how what are your results, at for some of these seasons? Like, you have any victories? You got close calls? Like, where were you placing?
Last last Skyward Series in 2v2, we end up top 8. We end up losing with the champions. So it was a tough matchup, game 7. And back then in 3v3, with another teammate, we end up in top 4 in Skyward Series. So we will try our best to win this time this royalty series. It's
Well,
our main goal.
that answers my next question. So, uh, great to have you on. And before I let you go, any shout outs you'd like to make?
To a team, to a player, or whatever. Well, we're hungry. We're hungry. That's it. I think that's the word. We're hungry to compete and to win. We are searching that victory, that championship for a long, long time. We've been grinding for it so much, and it's like an ambition for us, and we really, really, really will make our part to win it all.
Well, it definitely shows on the pitch as well. So, definitely a team to look out for. And hopefully we'll see you more as the season progresses. But for now, thank you for joining and good luck to you for the rest of the season.
Thanks to you for the incredible cast. You're an awesome caster. And thank you for the interview too. And here's the
Wow.
grip.
Hey, Sigrev, glad you could join. Sorry, I didn't. I looked away for a second. Congratulations to you again for the amazing victory. Any shout outs, any comments you want to make about the game itself that you just played?
Thank you very much for the interview and also for the casting. Personally, I can tell that, well, by myself, I was very, very nervous before the game because it's a new season, I was not playing that much to the game. But, well, we did it to the game. I think we performed well. And, well, I'm positive about our next games.
Awesome. And so, any shout outs you'd like to make before I let you both go?
Nothing especially. I hope we can meet in future. And well, thank you very much for looking at us.
The magician, Sigrid, the magician, please.
He just appears out of nowhere. Awesome. Well, again, it was a pleasure casting you guys, and definitely a team to look out for. So good luck to you for the rest of the season.
Thank you very much.
All right. Well, there you have it. Our Zagreb also with the follow. Thank you very much, my man. Welcome to the stream. I mean, what an introduction to Team Sin Esports. I mean, I have not cast them before, but boy, oh boy, will I be watching out for them now. And Ersan with the follow. Thank you so much. And my goodness, yeah, they definitely whooped you guys I like that. Whooped us like we stole something. Yeah, they're hungry. They definitely made a statement, is what I would say, in that series, and I mean a statement to the rest of the teams, really. Looking forward to seeing what they're capable of, and definitely I feel like that was not Stryker randoms, like their full form. I feel like maybe feeling a little rust. Maybe I'm not sure what was going on, boys, but tough break. It was a tough break. But that is my only match for tonight. But sit tight. We're gonna raid somebody. There's always somebody casting. Pollen season. That's what it is. It's pollen season. Sinner's sneezing all over his controller. He's got snot all over. It's disgusting. Can't really play well. Okay, that makes sense. That's exactly what I was thinking. I didn't want to say it and make Johns for you guys, but yeah, that is okay. That is the toughest thing to do. Honestly, it's easier to go from 2s to 3s. It's not easy to go from 3s to 2s. And you guys definitely played like you were a 3s team for most of that game, and forgetting the fact that you did not have that third man to back you up. If I were to give you, take it with a grain of salt, because like I said, my highest rank is champ 1. So take my advice with a grain of salt. But most important thing, rotations. You cannot play that aggressive unless you know for a fact you are going to make that shot. So that's my first bit of advice. You got to have the right rotations. One person plays a turn and one person plays back. And then as soon as that person tries to make an attempt, unless they know for a fact they can get it, keep that rotation going. And you will find less empty nets tenfold. Just keep the rotation going. Uh, don't play. Watch where your other teammate is. Never, ever double commit unless you're bulldozing the net. Unless you're crashing the net, never double commit. That would be my advice to you guys for twos. But twos is my main play mode. So if I were to give you any advice, that would be my strongest one for you guys, especially starting out in a twos team. That's probably the number one thing most people need to learn when it comes to twos. You gotta watch those rotations. But enough of the low B lecturing the higher skilled people. It's easier to give the advice from up here. Yeah, it takes a bit, but you'll definitely get there, and we're looking forward to the progress. And for now, I'm gonna send it to the end screen. I'm gonna look for somebody to raid. If you have any suggestions for who I should raid, leave it in the chat. Otherwise, I want to appreciate everybody coming out, especially Laura Lamore. I hope somebody sees you soon and you get that tooth. But I will.